Today, we'll be talking about fortune. I believe the man that is above fortune is fortunate indeed. Marcus Aurelius says that once upon a time he was a fortunate person, but at some point fortune abandoned him. But true good fortune is what you make for yourself. Good fortune and bad fortune alike, they don't hurt the soul, they don't touch your character. They're just external events, and you need to become indifferent to these things. You need to put the things that you gain from fortune in one pile, and that pile has to be something that, if anything takes something in that pile away, it does not affect you. You're over here, and then all the things you get from fortune are over here. You utilize them and you use them, but you're not so interwoven with them that if it were to be taken away, it would be torn away from you, instead of just losing it and being like, okay, it is what it is. It's good to use these things while you have them, but you have to be indifferent to them when they're gone. Like I was just saying, you don't want things to be torn away from you. You want to let things go. You have to thank God for all the things that you have and understand that they're from Him. If He wants something back, then it's His to take back, and you need to give it back willingly and not have it torn away from you, because the harder you hold on to things, the harder it's going to be once they're gone. And a lot of those things are completely outside of your control, and if it's outside of your control, you do not want to have a connection like that with it, or you will be distraught when the day comes that you have to give it all away. So, like I said, I believe the man who is above fortunate is very fortunate. That is good fortune. Being above fortune, being able to build a character that understands that you need to be indifferent to these things and not be at the whims of the wind and just thrown around every which way. You have to be steadfast, and you have to be like a rock that the waves crash around. Ready for everything, but steady with life crashing against you. Fortune is a very tricky thing. There's good people who have bad fortune, and there's bad people who have good fortune. And that's just the way life is. It's not always fair, but it's just the way it is. But I believe good or bad fortune, it doesn't matter. It's all about what you make it and what you do. Some would say being born into a rich family is good fortune. But look at all the rich kids out there who couldn't be sadder. They don't like their lives. Their parents never have time for them. They just throw money at all their problems. They have no core values. They have no good morals. All they understand is money, and they just throw money at their problems. They don't ever actually get to the root of it. Some people think that's great fortune, but I would say it'd be better fortune for the person who was born into, maybe not like complete poverty, but like a little bit, like they have the values of family and just not being able to throw money at your problems, dealing with things. They build a good work ethic, discipline, and understand that, fortune is what you make it. It's not anything other than that. So I believe you just have to look at things at a bigger scope. You can't look at things face value. You can't think money's good and pleasures are good and all these things that in the short term provide you happiness, but in the long term give you grief. That's going to do it for this one. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you all become above fortune, because that would be very fortunate indeed.